Hey guys, good morning. I just have a couple of minutes before I have to run into the office, and I still have my seatbelt on. I'm in the parking structure. But I had an aha this morning, and I just wanted to share about it because it was like a really profound one. I've been listening to Rachel Hollis's new book, The Girl Stop Apologizing, and she shares something in there that I've heard before. But do you know those things where like you've heard it, you hear it, and then all of a sudden like it clicks? That's what happened to me. All of this sudden this concept like really clicked for me, and it's all about, and I think it's clicked for me in other areas, but like I don't know. So let me tell you what the concept is. So it's basically like we start something new or we try something new and we expect perfection. We expect ourselves to be just amazing at it. And, we start comparing our beginning to someone else's like middle. And we can't do that. And I've noticed I've done that so much in my cooking. Like, I always compare myself to, the Jamie Olivers of the world who have been doing this forever. And like when I was right out of culinary school, I would get really down on myself because I wasn't where I wanted to be with my cooking. And it's a process. And like I feel like I've come to terms in that area. But this morning I just had this aha of like, I have fumbled my way through survivorship. Being a cancer survivor is like this whole other world that you don't have any sort of preparation or experience or anyone teaching you. It's like, what the, and I've gotten really down on myself, and like, the whole process has been like this. Like, I feel, I'll do some things, I'll start to feel better, I'll, not be thinking about cancer all the time, and I'm up here, and I'm like, I'm crushing it. And then something will trip me up, or, I'll have like another bout of crushing fatigue, and then I'm down here. And it's just like, nobody taught me how to go through this. Doctors sure as hell don't. And that's okay. They help me like get in remission and deal with disease. They don't know how to deal with all of the after stuff. They really don't. I mean, I even had a doctor a couple weeks ago. I was my oncology cardiologist. We were talking about it, and I was like, hi, with the like post chemo fatigue, I'm coming up on 3 years in remission and like still struggling with these things. And she was like, I wish I had an answer for you. She was like, we really don't know. And the good news is there are so many more cancer survivors now. The hard part is there are so many more cancer survivors and nobody really knows how to like deal with that part of the experience. So my aha this morning was like, oh my God, this is all new to me, and it's okay if I fumble. Like, I'm not supposed to know how to do all of this. And then the really cool thing was I was able to translate that and like use that same lens, like with my relationship. I'm like, hey, I don't have the best track record in relationships. Like, I've had some really awful ones, and I've had some like okay ones, but they just weren't, I just didn't, and that's okay. And like, when I look at my relationship, I'm like, okay, what do I want to create? Well, I can't create from what I know, I don't have a great track record in relationships. So I'm like trying to create something new and better. And I have to acknowledge, like, this is new for me. And like being basically a step parent, I'm like, I've never been a step parent before. I'm gonna fumble. I'm gonna make mistakes. And like, that's okay. And like underlying all of that is like this perfectionism, which is basically fear. It's like my way of keeping myself from like really blossoming. Oh my God, I can't believe I just said that. But it's like this I'm not good enough or I don't deserve. And if I'm not perfect at something, like, I don't deserve success. I don't deserve to have all of these amazing, great things. I don't deserve this because I'm not perfect. And really, perfection is just like this bullshit way that we keep ourselves from, like, being vulnerable and allowing ourselves to grow. And I don't know, I'm kind of all over the place this morning, but it really was an aha of, like, it's okay. And, like, it's okay to fumble, and it's okay to make mistakes, and it's okay to not know what the hell I'm doing. But I will say, like, every step of the way I have learned, and I'm starting to acknowledge that and give myself credit for that. So I wanted to share this because we all have these areas in our lives where it might be something new, whether it's business or relationship or a new hobby or health and exercise. Like, maybe you're trying to exercise or clean up your diet a little bit, or maybe it's trying to, do these new things, and it's okay to fumble. It's okay to not be perfect, and to, like, I even, what Rachel Hollis talks about is, like, acknowledge, like, you're a toddler, and we don't expect toddlers to, like, get up and learn how to walk, and then we're like, oh, like, it's like, oh, you got up and you walked a few steps and then you fell. Okay. And then you tried again, and then you tried again, and then you tried again. Like, I will say I do keep trying. I do keep trying to improve and get better, and I just need to give myself a little love and grace for the fact that, like, have been a toddler in being a cancer survivor, and it's all been new to me, and some things I've, like, feel like, oh, I've done a good job with that, and other things I'm like, oh my God, to do again. And that's the beautiful thing. I get the chance, because guess what? I'm still a cancer survivor, and I am still figuring this all out. So that's what I wanted to share this morning. I hope it resonates. Like, The Girl Stop Apologizing has been a great book. None of it's, like, groundbreaking to me so far, but it's just been really awesome to hear and be reminded of these things again. So I would suggest getting it if that interests you. But okay, guys, have an awesome day. I better get into work. I'm wearing my Dodger jacket. Baseball season starting soon. Okay, bye.